The air was thick with the smell of decay. The old, decrepit house at the edge of Hollow Creek had stood abandoned for years. Yet, something was stirring inside it. A group of friends, eager for adventure and thrill, decided to explore the house. Little did they know, the house was far from empty. In the quiet night, beneath a ghostly full moon, they would awaken something that had been dormant for decades. But once they entered, they never came back. Town's history. Hollow Creek, a small and isolated town in America, is known for its dark past. Over the years, many residents have mysteriously disappeared, and some believe the town is cursed. The house at the edge of the creek, once owned by the wealthy Archibald family, is notorious for its tragic history. The family vanished under mysterious circumstances decades ago, and since then, anyone who has ventured into the house has either disappeared or been found in a catatonic state. The group of friends. A group of 6 college friends, looking for a weekend of thrills and urban legends, decide to visit Hollow Creek. Among them is Emily, a skeptic, Jake, the fearless leader, Sarah, the paranormal enthusiast, Liam, the prankster, Olivia, the quiet one, and Mark, who just wants to escape his family troubles. Sarah, who is fascinated by ghost stories, convinces the group to visit the old Archibald house. She has been researching the history of the town and believes that it holds the key to a supernatural mystery. Arrival at the house. The house is eerie from the moment they arrive, a silhouette against the pitch-black sky. The once grand building is now a rotting skeleton of its former self, with shattered windows and a door that groans in protest as they push it open. As they enter, the air feels thick with history, unsettling, as though the house is waiting for them. The unseen presence. As they explore the house, strange things begin to happen. Whispering voices echo through the halls. Unearthly cold spots appear. Jake dismisses it all as their imagination, but Emily, with her sharp intuition, feels an overwhelming sense of dread. Something in the house is watching them. The legend of the Archibald family. They stumble upon a hidden journal belonging to the Archibald family, revealing chilling details about their sudden disappearance. The family was involved in occult rituals, attempting to contact an ancient entity believed to have the power to transcend time. But something went terribly wrong. According to the journal, the entity was summoned but did not leave. It instead became bound to the house, feeding off the energy of the living. Anyone who entered the house would fall prey to its influence, disappearing one by one. The entity awakens. As the night deepens, the entity begins to make its presence known. Emily is the first to experience a full encounter. She sees a shadowy figure in the corner of her eye, its eyes burning with malice. The others dismiss her fear, but as time passes, they all start experiencing the same haunting visions. They hear voices, see shadowy figures, and feel an overwhelming sense of dread, isolation, and fear. One by one, the friends begin to separate. Liam, the prankster, vanishes into thin air after hearing a strange sound from the attic. Olivia, the quiet one, goes into a trance, her eyes glowing with an unnatural light. They find her muttering in an ancient language no one recognizes. The group becomes more isolated as they realize that they are not alone. The house itself seems to shift and change, rooms disappearing and appearing at random. No matter how hard they try, they cannot find the way out. The battle for survival. As the entity grows stronger, Emily and Jake begin to uncover the final secret of the house. The ritual the Archibalds performed was meant to bind the entity, but something went wrong. The house itself is part of the ritual, a prison for the entity, and as long as anyone enters, they are doomed to become part of it. In a desperate attempt to survive, Emily and Jake try to escape the house, but every door they open leads them back into the same room, where their friends' trapped souls seem to be watching them, silently pleading for help. The final confrontation. They discover the only way to escape is to break the curse. By performing the ritual the Archibald started, but with a deadly price. It means sacrificing a part of themselves to the entity. Will they be able to break the curse? Or will they become trapped forever? The climactic end. Emily faces the ultimate decision. She can either attempt the ritual and hope for their survival, or she can leave, knowing it will only be a matter of time before the entity claims new victims. But as she makes her choice, she realizes the entity might have already chosen her, ours. Conclusion. In the final moments, the house seems to collapse in on itself, and the camera zooms out, showing the overgrown wreckage of Hollow Creek. The viewer is left with one haunting question. What happened to the friends? Were they ever truly real, or were they just another chapter in the house's long and terrifying history? As the video fades, the audience is left with the chilling realization that the horrors of Hollow Creek might still be alive. If you want to know the full story of the Archibald family and Hollow Creek, subscribe and hit the bell icon. Who knows? You might be the next to uncover its dark secret.